Alright, hey you guys, this is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Parasyte the Maxim episode 7, The Dark Knight's Passing. So, of course, finally we get a little bit of closure in this episode. So as we all know, Shinichi's mother was taken over by Parasyte. Her head was decapitated right in front of her father, right in front of Shinichi's father. I cannot talk. And Shinichi's father has been in denial, and the police officers and doctors are telling him that he's crazy, he's just having a nightmare from the shock, blah, blah, blah. And he knows, we all know he knows that that's not the case, but he's not going to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it because his wife was just killed, and he knows that this woman that's out there is not his wife. And of course, Shinichi knows this, but Shinichi really can't talk to his dad about it because his dad doesn't know that Shinichi has a parasite inside himself as well. So Shinichi is pretty much trying to be an offstanding comfort to his father when he can't really tell him exactly what's going on, even though he wants to and he knows he's going to have to eventually. But in the last episode, we saw Shinichi running towards the beach, and we see this person sitting at the bottom of the stairs, and I was completely off when I said that it might be his father, but no, it was a whole nother person. His name is Uda, and Uda has a parasite in his mouth. It took over like from the neck up to his, I would say his nose, like right below his nose. And it looked, oh my god, it was so freaking hilarious. I was not prepared for that. But Uda, he is so sweet, and he is pretty much just like Shinichi. Like, he was taken over, just a part of his body was taken over by a parasite, so his brain is still completely intact. He's still able to control his body, but the parasite had to join with his body so that way Uda wouldn't die, because when the parasite went into his body, Uda fell into the ocean, because we find out that Uda, his wife left him like a year after they got married, and he was about to kill himself. He was thinking about it, then he was attacked, and then he fell into the ocean, almost died, and the parasite joined with him, so now they are one pretty much. But Uda is not in as good shape as Shinichi is, and him and Shinichi become good friends. Well, I would say become good friends because Shinichi finally feels like he has somebody else out there who understands what he's going through, because he was also partially taken over by a parasite. So him and Uda become allies. Uda helps him watch his father and make sure that the parasite that took over his mother does not come within any distance of his father. So Shinichi is like going about his business, watching, and like Maki comes up, and he knew that it was her before she even said anything, and he's like asking all these weird questions to her, and she looks so confused. Like, you can tell that Maki likes Shinichi, but maybe that's just me, I don't know. But Shinichi's being kind of offstandish, and Maki got upset about that and left. So after all of that, it showed like Migi was talking to Shinichi and telling him that what he was trying to tell him was like, before you literally, like, you were sprinting like an Olympic runner at one point, and he jumped 3 meters high, which is freaking incredible considering that he went from not being able to defend himself at all to being able to do all this stuff because Migi fused with his body. So, like, Migi is pretty much telling him that but the Migi that's presently him is only about 70% of the original. So, when he fused with Shinichi's body, Migi became a part of Shinichi's bloodstream, and the parts of him that are flowing through his blood don't consciously know to take over the brain, so Shinichi should be fine. But Shinichi feels like there is something else going on with him, because like, when he found out that about his dad and his mom dying, he couldn't cry. He had like no tears to cry. So is kind of scary to think about if you think about it. But other than that, like, the show, him and, well, Uda calls him and tells him that his parasite sensed a parasite within like 300 meters of him, and he was near the hospital. So the parasite was going to come after him, of course, because it sensed that there was another parasite within the vicinity, and she was coming for him, and I immediately knew that it was Shinichi's mom. So Shinichi's mom was coming after Uda, and Uda was like, Shinichi tells him that they really can't do much if she does try to attack him, so they're going to meet up so that way they could fight her together. So Uda tries to find Shinichi, and Uda gets confronted by Shinichi's mother. The woman tries to kill him. Thought he was dead. He fell. Like, she tried to stab him in the heart, and she realized, like, they realized that now they know that when the parasite does not take over the body completely, the easiest way to take out that person is to target their heart, and they'll die instantly. So, which is what Shinichi's mother tried to do the first time, and it backfired because Migi saved him. And then this time, when she tried to do that to Uda's parasite, named Parasyte, shifted his internal organs so that way it wouldn't impale him and he would be okay. So, but he fell down, and Shinichi confronted his mother, and she said, "Why are you still alive too?" And Shinichi put two and two together and realized that Uda was hurt, and he found Uda was laid out on the ground. He thought that Uda was dead, and he just went in. Oh my god, I was not prepared, because Migi literally went to sleep right before Shinichi was about to attack his mother, but he did leave him a weapon, which I thought was pretty awesome. So it's like, good job, Migi. But Migi cannot control himself going to sleep anymore, so that's not good. And I had a feeling it was going to happen when he had to fight his mother, and I was correct, because as soon as he was about to confront her, Migi went to sleep. But if it hadn't been for Migi giving him that weapon right before he went to sleep, Shinichi probably would have been screwed. But he went in on his mom. He was dodging her attacks left and right. He was attacking and hitting and doing good, and she was like, "How are you able to dodge all my hits? How are you able to block so easily? How are you able to even move so fast? It shouldn't be possible for a human to be able to move this fast." And she was not understanding, and this understanding is what messed her up with Shinichi. So Shinichi was attacking and doing good. He got in a whole lot of hits on her. It was about to kill her, and literally the parasite put its hand up, saw his mom's scar, and flipped out, and she got him in the head. And Uda, yes, because Uda was not dead, Uda's parasite came and chopped the parasite's head off, and then Shinichi's mom's body fell into the ocean. And the parasite, on its dying breath, was asking, like, how are you still alive? And this was when Uda's parasite said that he shifted his organs so that way when it attacked, because he knew that it was trying to attack its heart, that it wouldn't kill him. So, good job, Parasyte. But then after all of that, Uda pretty much tells Shinichi that he didn't need to be the one to kill his mother, because he knew that there still had to be some type of hurt left, because he still saw her as his mom, and that was why he hesitated when he saw the scar on her hand. So Uda felt like Shinichi didn't need to be the one to take out his own mother. So that was awesome. Uda is so freaking awesome, and I know Uda is going to play a bigger part in the future with Shinichi. It's going to be awesome. So after that, like, Shinichi finds his dad, and he was about to leave, and Maki pretty much tells him that she wants him to come back to visit, and he says he's probably never coming back. But Maki wants to see him again, which is so cute, because she likes Shinichi so much. So Shinichi was like, okay, and that was pretty much that. So then him and his dad were like standing looking off the cliff, and he pretty much, like, Shinichi's dad pretty much tells him that he loved, like, his mother, even up to the very end, even now, still loves him, and that he loved his mom and him. So, and he was crying. It was so sad. And then Shinichi was like, well, are you okay? And he pretty much just, like, fell out on the ground and was asleep. So then after all of that, they show the girl, I cannot remember her name. What is her name? The girl, the suspicious looking girl. And Murano. Well, the first the suspicious looking girl sensed that Shinichi was back. And then they show Murano and him, and he turns around and was like, hey. And then that's pretty much the end of the episode. So this episode is so freaking dope. Oh my gosh. Finally, we get to finally have somebody who is not evil and is willing to help. So yeah, as always, that's always awesome. So, as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. How do you feel about how things turned out? Are you content with the way this like arc ended. But anyways, as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.